Steady as a rock. Now that must be another birdie chance. Close as could be. But for Tony Jacklin, a first-class opening 18, which keeps him 2 strokes behind the leader, but in the thick of the drama still to come. A solid 69 from his playing partner, Miller Barber, too. Make sure the arithmetic is right, Tony. That's how it looks at the end of the day. A 4-shot spread covering no fewer than 11 players, the top 15 scoring par or better. Bob Charles comments on his round to Bob Ferrier.
Well, I think it's perhaps one of the best rounds of golf I've ever played. I got away to a good start, birding the first hole from 6 feet, and then a 50-foot putt on the second hole for another birdie really gave me a big lift, and it gave me a lot of confidence, and I kind of felt like I was attacking the golf course all the way around right after those first 2 holes.
What do you feel about the rest of the scoring on the first day, Bob? Did you think it was about right, or did you think more people should have scored better, or what?
Well, Bob, this is a type of golf course where you just hit one bad shot and you can finish up with a double bogey or whatever you call them here, 2 over or 3 over very quickly. And I had a day where I drove it exceptionally well. I hit one bad tee shot on 10, but fortunately didn't get into any trouble. But I think the scoring was probably good overall. But I think it's a good test of golf. The further you hit it offline, the worse trouble you get into, which is the way golf should be played, I believe.
Yes. Making a first round 66 has got to be pretty nice, but would you rather be at this stage in the championship in the pack, as it were, rather than out in front?
Well, of course, I think the further you can get out in front, the easier it becomes. So
you don't mind being in front?
No. It probably puts a little more pressure on you. Then again, the fellas who have shot 74s and they've got a lot of pressure on them to make the cut.
Yes.
Whereas I don't have that pressure. I have the pressure of being the leader and trying to maintain my lead.
Second day. And will you please pay attention to Mr. Billy Casper at the 4th hole. You just have to learn to accept these things, Bill. Mr. Tony Jacklin at the 4th hole. He didn't like that one bit. On the second day, he's already birdied the 3rd hole and is 4 under par for the championship. Jacklin at the 6th. That's much better, Tony. Patience is the thing in this game. Jacklin drives the 12th, at 200 yards, the last of Lytham's short holes. He's caught in a bunker on the left. The recovery. And the putt. That's how to save a par and hold on to a good round of golf. 18. That 7-iron looks big. And that approach putt is too light. It'll be a good 6 feet short. Bang in the middle. That's a 70, a 138 total, 4 under par for the championship, and not a thing wrong in the world of young Tony Jacklin. At the 16th hole, Peter Thompson, a perennial threat in the British Open, shows how it's done. And Raymond Floyd shows how it isn't. That was a bad break for the American.
Another one in the trouble.
Not enough, Raymond, not enough. And neat birdie for Peter. That keeps him level par for the Open. Thompson on the home hole. He squeezed it. He squeezed that one in. That final birdie made him 70 and 141, 1 under par. And he, too, still has plenty to say about this championship. First tee, and the man they'll all have to chase, Bob Charles. And would you believe it, he birdied this first hole again. Bob dropped shots at the second and fifth. Sixth hole, trap short, left in 2. As far as Bob Charles is concerned, sand traps don't exist. 5 feet. Birdie. 5 under par for the Open. Here he is over the back of the 10th green. And you can call that 6 inches. 14th hole. And this time he hits the green, but only just.
Oh, great ball. Oh, great ball.
King Charles, he certainly is king of the greens. Careful, careful. Eighteenth tee. Bob needs a par 4 for a second round 70 to go with his 66. Pin high, 20 feet left. Can you believe it? It's almost indecent. It really is difficult to imagine a finer putter than Bob Charles. That birdie gives him a 69 and a 135 aggregate and a very secure 36 holes lead, 7 under par. But there's one fellow still on the course ready to dispute that. Christy O'Connor at the 12th, saving his par. He's out in 32 with another birdie at the 10th and is only 3 shots behind Bob at this moment. In the jungle at the 16th. That's miles over the green. Christy has birdied 13 and is now 5 under. And that's miles past the flag. And that's a par, never once on the fairway. The 17th, the Bobby Jones hole. 462 yards of sharp dogleg with a massive terror all along the left side. Christy hooked his drive well into the rough. From there, he hit a fantastic shot, a real Bobby Jones shot, to set up yet another birdie. 6 under par, 1 shot behind. In the jungle, where else at 18? Can he make yet another birdie to catch Bob Charles? Well past the flag. Orville Moody, his playing partner, shows his recovery style. Almost holds it. The birdie putt. Just a few inches short. .65. Perhaps it isn't Christie's greatest round. Too much wayward driving. Too many death or glory recoveries. But it is certainly one of his greatest scores. And it's a marvelous thrust, just when everyone thought that Bob Charles had a stranglehold on this championship. This is how it looked halfway through. You might even say that any one of the top 10 still had a chance to win, with Jacklin and Casper looking particularly menacing.